Good evening, dear listeners. You're tuned in to Close Up, and tonight we're talking about a man widely regarded as the greatest musical genius in human history, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. My guest is a musicologist and specialist in the Viennese Classical School. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm truly glad to be here. This is a subject you could never exhaust, even in several hours.
Let's start with the sharpest question. The word genius applied to Mozart sounds almost like a cliché, but what does it actually mean from a scientific, professional standpoint? What sets Mozart apart from simply a very talented composer?
That's a crucial distinction. Talent is a high rate of absorbing material. Genius is a qualitatively different mode of thinking. In Mozart's case, things have been documented that simply don't fit the standard model of learning. At 9, he wrote his first symphony. At 12, his first opera, La Finta Semplice. But the point isn't age itself, the point is that he heard music differently. His sister, Nannerl, and his father, Leopold, described how Wolfgang could hold an entire composition in his head before writing down a single note. His manuscripts confirm this. They are almost entirely free of corrections. He wasn't composing, he was transcribing something already complete.
You mentioned his father, Leopold Mozart. To what extent is the Mozart phenomenon a product of upbringing rather than nature? After all, his father was a professional musician who began teaching Wolfgang at the age of 3.
This question never loses its relevance. Leopold did create an ideal environment: systematic lessons, concert tours across Europe, exposure to the finest musicians of the age, Haydn, Johann Christian Bach. Malcolm Gladwell famously promoted the idea of 10,000 hours, the argument being that Mozart simply accumulated practice earlier than anyone else. But that theory was convincingly challenged. Research by Michael Howe and his colleagues showed that Mozart's siblings received comparable training, yet none of them came anywhere close to his level. Environment is a necessary condition, but not a sufficient one. Neuroscientists today speak of innate architectural features of the brain that the environment activates, but does not create.